Hello everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here to share the beautiful new collection that I've created. This is my February journaling Joy. Joy stands for Journal Our Year because I create a collection every single month for my Ko-fi subscribers. And this beautiful collection is called Romantique. Okay, and it is 36 pages. It's quite a large collection. So along with the other collection that I gave them earlier in the month, that's 60 sheets so far this month for absolute free. If you join today, you get this collection, you get the collection that I released earlier in the month, and all of the other member collections that I've ever created since I started about 3 years ago. So it's a huge, it's not just a monthly subscription club. What you're subscribing to now is a huge library of digital collections. Okay, so let's get on. So Romantique is inspired by a romantic feel rather than, you know, Valentine's or love or anything like that. It's just a romantic feel. But the inspiration and in the background, the writing and the papers, in my mind, are love letters. And we've got a kind of a vintage Victorian Edwardian kind of a look. And it is vintage without being grungy and brown, because that's just not me. I like pretty colours. So we've got this one here with this beautiful lady with the parasol. It's just gorgeous. Lots of layering in the background with vintage pages and lace and all sorts of things. And the next one. Here we go. So here we look like we've got a lovely ripped edge with this deep burgundy. Now, just to my Ko-fi members, I know this is a pink tone collection, again, pinks and reds. We kind of had that last month, but my brain tells me what to create, and it just comes out, and what comes out, comes out. I can't control the colours that my brain wants to work in. Next month could be blue, it could be purple, it could be green, we don't know. But I'll make a conscious effort for it not to be in pinks and reds. Okay, so we've got these beautiful vintage birds here, and the beautiful perfume bottle, and again the pretty roses, layering and laces. And then we've got this one with this lovely lady, and I found this pretty hat to go on her head. So those are two separate images that I've married, and I liked it because of the burgundy tones with the florals and the background. Then we've got some vintage items layered up, and again this beautiful background. And then here we've got the background without the ladies on, with the lovely romantic looking clock, this gorgeous key which I absolutely love. Okay, and then here we've got another lady. Now I think this is meant to represent like an Asian bride. She's so beautiful. And then I've done this arch, which you could think is like a wedding arch, but in my mind it's just romantic. It's not a wedding collection, it's not a romance collection, it's just romantic vibes. One of my favourite words. It's a romantic vibe. So we've got a little cluster of love letters here, vintage bird cage with a couple of hearts and a distressed pink border. It's just beautiful. Okay, and then there's the original background that I've used on a lot of the pages, just plain for you to enjoy. Then you might think, whoa, how does that match? Okay, so what I tend to do and how I design things is when I do a soft palette, what I call a soft palette collection, I can give you some quite vibrant background papers. And the idea being that it will lift those pale colours. The bolder patterns will help lift it. So you only use these in small amounts, okay? It's contrast. And we've got some, this is like a bronzy gold, and you can see we've got bronzy gold here and here. So trust me, it works. You've just got to trust the process when it comes to my patterns, okay? They can look a bit strange. So we've got the gold or bronze there, and then we've got that lovely burgundy on a tea-stained background, okay? Then we've got this lovely bold baroque opulent pattern. Now I think I might do like what I call a never-ending journal, which is like a flip-flop journal. I might, and if I did that, then I would be ripping these pages and making them look kind of tatty. Okay, and so yeah, I think that's really lovely. All right, then we've got a softer pink one. Okay, so you've got your soft colours, and then you've got your statement colours, your bolds. Okay, we've got the burgundy in a spotted otter. I love spotted otter. Then we've got it in the golden cream. Okay. Then I've done a black one, which you might think, that's a bit strange. Trust me. Trust the process. It always goes lovely with vintage style collections. Then we've got another soft pink Baroque, but all of these patterns are different. Okay. And then I've done one in a burgundy. Now that pattern is the same as that one, but the rest of them are different. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 pages there of patterns. Okay. So if we just fan them out, it's like a coordinating patterned paper collection within the journal collection. And I like to make you lots of background patterns because I think that these are useful to you as a collection with other journals as well as this one. So they're non-theme specific, the colours go lovely, and you know you can use them in anything. Okay, so I like to give you lots of variation in the collections and lots of things that you can use for other things. All right, and this is another example. I've done you quite a few split, what I call split journal pages. That means they look like a book. Okay, so they've got the border down the middle, so they look like a split page, like a book page. So I've given you a plain one. There's one with the burgundy background there, the Baroque, and the inside's quite plain, and that's so you can ink them, stencil them, stamp on them, decorate them. You could even draw lines on for writing. You could do whatever you like, but I've given you plenty of options here. Again, you might not use all of these in this journal, but they'll be useful for other things as well, okay, because they'll go with anything. So we've got that one, we've got the burgundy spot, we've got the golden cream spot, we've got the black. That's one of my favourites. I think that's gorgeous. The soft pink, that beautiful mustard gold colour. Okay, then that one is one with, like, I just found some letters and blew them up and used that. And that's the same soft pink that's in the collection. So those are your defined split journal pages. Again, versatility. You can use them for this journal, the Romantique, and you can use them in other journals. Then we're back to the Romantique specific journal pages, and these again are split and, you know, designed for journaling. You can use them for anything. Shrink them down 2 to a page, okay? Fold them in half, glue them. You've got an immediate journaling card. How beautiful are those? So we've got that one. We've got that one. The beautiful key, which is one of my favourite images of all time. I think it's gorgeous. And then we've got that one, the lovely watercolour flowers, okay? And then we've got this one with this bundle of what, in my imagination, are love letters, okay? Really, really pretty, really soft, really muted. These are meant to be faded images. They're not meant to be vibrant and in your face, okay? I will tell you as well that next month I'm going to be doing a non-vintage feel themed collection. I'm toying with 2 different ideas, but they're not going to be like this, vintage style. They're going to be more like my recipe keeper or some of the other more bolder, brighter, modern ones. Then we've got this lovely one with just the like postcards and love letters with florals on. I just think it's pretty. Excuse me, coughing over fresh air. Then we're on to the embellishments. I do love the embellishments, and I do them quite large. They're about 2 or 3 inches high. I make them big on purpose so that then you can take this page, you can have big embellishments, or you can shrink them down 2 to a page and have your smaller ones so that they end up, you know, small like this for your clusters. That's why you make them large. Then it's more versatile for you within your print settings. We've got some little flashcards, perfume bottles, cameos, florals. These are the only florals in the collection, because if you are one of my Ko-fi members, you've got access to fabulous florals where there's over 100 different floral prints, fussy cuts, okay? So I don't put heaps in my collections because you've already got them. These are 1.5 inch. They should punch out with a 1.5 inch circle. These And these are mirror image, which means you can cut them out and glue them back to back. If you wanted to make them into a dangle or put them behind some acetate, they'll be the same each side, or use them to make the paper clips that we sometimes make. Then I made some banners because I just think banners are a very undervalued resource, because how easy are they to make, but how fabulous do they look. So I've made you some with the patterned papers, because obviously I can bring the sizes down in proportion, whereas you can't. So I've made you some, and each one has a word, and you can use these words in the rest of the journal. But I've sized these so that you could fit them on there and they wouldn't look too big. Okay, they would protrude, you'd have them sticking out the edge, okay, or right across the middle, but they look good because I've tried them. And how fun are these? All you've got to do is glue that to the top of a page, and it's an instant tuck or an instant decoration. All right, absolutely beautiful. Add them, I add them to pockets, journaling cards, all sorts of things. Just understated simplicity, just beautiful. Tripping up over my words because it's early and I'm tired. Then we've got some bingo cards. I've left these quite large again, so you can shrink them down to a page. But those are a beautiful journal card size, done in the burgundies with florals there. I've put a crown on that one and a bird and doily on that one. These are the butterflies that you'll see in the collection. Again, you'll be able to shrink those down and make those a little bit smaller if you like. But those make a great pocket stuffer. Just cut it out, maybe back it to make it thicker, or print it on lightweight cardstock, put it in a pocket, and it's an immediate journal card. You don't even have to do anything to it. Okay, then we've got our tags, and I've done you 15 tags. These are 5-inch high tags, so they're quite a decent size, but they're not overbearing and they're not too small. But again, you can shrink them down to a page. I like to do that to make my little cluster things, so you've got lots there. So these are all using the images from the collection, just really lovely. Okay, and there's another one. And then this is just using a background page that I had in one of my files that I thought would be nice if you want to decorate them. So the page that these are made with is not in this collection. Okay, so 15 tags. 15 tags. Lots and lots of embellishments. Okay. Heaps of embellishments. You've got heaps of the journal pages. Okay. You've got a heap of these split journal pages that you can use in this journal and in lots of other journals. 9 background pages, okay, beautiful pattern papers to add. You're growing your collection. It's not just about the monthly theme, it's about growing your collection, so I try and add whatever I can. And then obviously we've got the beautiful collage sheets, the main patterned papers of the collection, which are absolutely divine. So 36 beautiful pages. I will come and do inspiration videos. Like I say, I might do a flip-flop journal, or what I call a never-ending journal. I'm not sure yet. I'm fancying doing a soft cover one, but we'll see. I haven't decided. And when you see this video, my tutorials may not start for another week or so, so don't think I've forgotten. I always provide you with inspiration. I don't just give you the collection and leave you to it. I always bring you lots of inspiration, so make sure you are subscribed and you have hit the notification bell. There will be a playlist on my YouTube with the heading of Romantique, so you can always refer back. I will also leave that link along with the description of this collection in my Ko-fi. So if you ever think you can't find it, go back to Ko-fi, go to the collection, look in the descriptive writing part, and there'll always be a link to the playlist. And that's the same for every collection in my shop, okay? So I hope you like that. I'm really looking forward to creating with this once we have finished the Wanderlust journal, which I'm a little bit behind on because I've been doing really in-depth videos, but we'll get there. And by the end of February, no, by the end of March, we will be all caught up. Not by the end of February, we're nearly already there, and I'm a bit behind. But it's just me. I do all the designing, I run all of my groups, I'm running my page, I'm dealing with customers, I'm designing and I'm creating the videos for inspiration. So sometimes I can get a little bit behind, but I always get there, and I'll bring you some fantastic ideas. So stick with me and we'll make another beautiful journal together, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.